Is up, guys? Happy New Year. Welcome back to the app, the first video of 2022. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend and a fantastic New Year's. And today's video is going to be about snacks at bedtime to help you sleep. And this is a personal situation that I've experienced, I've encountered with myself many times before. My wife actually recently, as she's got a new fitness goal she's trying to achieve. And this simple trick will help you curb your appetite before bed and will help you see results and will help you sleep. And before we get started, there's a little disclaimer, all right? Because this is very important, all right? You have to keep yourself accountable by starting to introduce these certain foods right at bedtime, all right? There's going to be the temptation to kind of overdo it, or it could open the door to basically just eating way too much food. And you have to be disciplined when you do this. But if you are disciplined and if you keep yourself accountable, you will see results, and it works very well. But it's a very slippery slope, and you guys will understand what I'm talking about. So now that you know the topic about today, I want to get into a little housekeeping. And I want to say thank you to everybody who supported the app in 2021. This year, 2022, we have massive goals, and it all comes down to you guys. So thank you for the support. And as always, the fee, I like to call it for these videos, just invite a friend, guys. Take a second and share this link to somebody that you know needs the help, a family member, a friend, your spouse, and that will encourage them. Hope that these videos help them find answers to their questions with fitness and health. And then by all means, please, if you have questions, message me directly. You can get on the app, subscribe, and then go to the chat feature. You can click on my profile and send me a message. You can also do that with anybody else on the app. So guys, use the chat feature, get to know each other. It's a great place to kind of network and see who all is out there here in the community for everything massive. So today, and the topic like we discussed about eating before bedtime, snacks to help you sleep better, is going to be this trick. All right, this trick I've used many times. There's different variations of this trick. This one's one I've used recently, but if you are somebody who is hungry before bed, that's the worst thing. When you're trying to diet, being hungry before bedtime is like the absolute worst thing, because you're just not comfortable, right? Your stomach hurts, you feel empty, you're just awake, right? You want that full satiated feeling when you lay down at night, because it helps you go to sleep. It releases serotonin and melatonin, and that comforting feeling when your stomach is full makes you sleepy. Happens with animals, happens with babies, it happens with grown adults. So what I recommend is something that's very low calorie, slow digesting, but it has volume, all right? There's a few different things that you can do. Number one, you can do a Diet Coke, Diet Sprite, something like that. So I would highly suggest that it's caffeine free. Otherwise, if you're in very low body fat stages, the little bit of caffeine can be you can be very sensitive to a little bit of caffeine. That's what I'm trying to say, and it will keep you up. All right. If you have a sweet tooth, my favorite is Diet Sprite, because Sprite has no caffeine, and you get the Diet Sprite. It's good, it's fizzy, the carbonation fills you up. You drink that with a lot of water too, and you'll go to bed, your stomach is full, and then actually you get that sweet tooth cure. Diet Coke also does the same thing. You just have to get the caffeine free, in my opinion. But you can do that. You can do decaf coffee. Caffeine will curb your appetite as well. But if you do decaf coffee, something warm, always tends to make people sleepy. You can do it black. You can use Splenda. Just try to keep the calories low. Also, another one that has some calories in it, but it works. If you really are hungry and need something, a glass of almond milk. All right, almond milk, obviously it's not dairy. There are some sugars added. Typically in 1 cup of almond milk, you're about 15 grams of carbs. So if you're like getting ready for a bodybuilding show, I wouldn't do that, because the 15 carbs can make a pretty big difference. Now, If you're a lifestyle client just wanting to lose a little bit of weight, then those 15 carbs, as long as you kind of get those around the macro goal for the day, let's say your macro goal is 200 grams of carbs and you're at 195 and you do 1 cup of almond milk and it puts you at 210, that's okay. You're still within 10 grams of where your macro goal should be. So going a little bit over is okay. Going way over, like 30 carbs, that's not okay. So just comes down to tracking your macros, monitoring where you're at, guys. So almond milk. Also, if you have room in your diet for fats and some carbs, you can do some peanut butter, and even you can add in some sugar-free chocolate chips on top. So 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, if you have the macros available for that, with a cup of almond milk is so good. You have something sweet, you have like something with peanut butter on it. That will fill you up and that'll make you go to sleep. And my wife's been doing that recently because she's been dieting very hard. She's been training very hard. She's been sticking to a routine. And at night, she's got a little bit of room left in her macros that if she's hungry and she's in bed and she just can't sleep, then she will use 1 to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter with a little bit of sugar-free chocolate chips and a nice glass of almond milk. She'll eat that and she'll go right to sleep and she feels great. So that's a trick that I use. Now, the peanut butter and almond milk trick, you guys have to be very careful with that because peanut butter, if you're a peanut butter fan like myself, it is a slippery slope. And if I go in there for 1 scoop, like we all do, we get the biggest scoop that we can. Even I'm guilty of that myself. So be careful, guys. Make sure you measure it all out properly. Track your macros. But if you are caught at night, hungry, and you can't sleep, you've got options that I laid out for you guys. So I hope this was a good video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button here on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for finding the channel. You guys can go down to the description below and download the Everything Massive Diet Coaching app. It is an app that is $11.99 a month for a subscription, and you get access to so many great features and workout plans every week, videos like this every week, a weight tracker. You get access to a calorie calculator. You get access to an exercise GIF file, so you can search exercises. It'll show you how to do them. And then we're releasing so much more content in 2022. So the app is going to be growing crazy thanks to all you guys. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you later this week.